So again, I'm looking for you to make a WPA poster. What the WPA stands for Work Project Administration. These were federal government art projects that were funded by the federal government during the Depression. One of the nice things about these posters and using Illustrator is the printing back then was very simple with simple colors like you would make inside of Illustrator. It wasn't photographic quality. As you can see, there was very flat colors. It was highly influenced by Europe. If you read the reading here, they talk a lot about the Bauhaus philosophy of art and how the Europeans were coming over from World War I after World War I and kind of influencing the art in the United States, which then influenced the posters that were being made inside of for the WPA. Again, if you look at the art that was done in that time, again, they were using a lithography type of process of printing, but again, it was more of a flat kind of art like you would make inside of, and this is a nice example. I like this Puerto Rico example here. If you look closely at it, you get the idea of the flat colors that were in the design, and of course, with these flat colors, it lends itself to kind of the Illustrator look to it, because when we're working in Illustrator, we're working with more of objects, and the lithography process that they were using lended itself to these flat colors that you see here. Again, a lot of it was the modern art movement that began in Europe, which influenced the posters. Again, this is a very nice poster here. So what I'm looking for you to do is make a poster. A lot of the posters represent either promoting of a state event like this, winter in upstate New York here, or New York State. A nice, again, flat. Think of the typography that would be from that time frame. Very different kind of fonts that you see there. Last class I went over how to create outlines of the text so that you can stretch it. Again, big bold headlines, as you can see. Not much gradients, but you can see the art is more flat. Again, look at the typography of the time frame is very important. Even the way that the type goes around. They had some 3D kind of design. So this is some samples that you can look at and read about. In addition, I have some samples from previous classes. If you look at the previous class examples, I have again, this has somewhat. I'm not liking the typography here, but the shape is very nice, and the abstractness of the poster was a good idea. This one was really good, where you get the nice design, and the font, as you can see, is a simple font that would be done in a poster. So this is an example from last spring's class. Very nice poster. Again, it's most likely larger than 8.5 by 11, and I want you to work a little bigger. You don't have to print this out, but I do want you to think of a poster. This was a very nice example from last semester. Again, they even used the logo here, the USA work, so you might even look for the USA WPA logo kind of thing here. And a lot of the poster examples that you might find online are about theaters or other art events. There's some nice promotion of zoos and things like that. This one was quite, I don't like the typography and I don't like the modern time frame here, but I do like the design of the artwork coming off the screen here, and I love this sort of red and green lines and how they relate to the bocce balls right here. So this is a very nice example, and I like the big font. Okay, so that was a nice example, and then this is one from last semester too. Again, very abstract, not really abstract, but very graphical look to it, and this is what I want you to work on this week, or today, or right now. And this one you can't really see, but there's a lot of cracks, and so it's like drought kind of thing. We're all living in a drought. So that's what I want you to do, a WPA poster. Let's see what else is on Angel. Oh, I have video of last class right here. So if you weren't here on November 3rd, you can watch the example of me going over making it. And there were several tools that I went over that we haven't looked at before.